Hello everyone, my name is Taylor.
And I am Ray. Do you expect anyone to remember we were even doing this series? It's been like a year since the last episode, yes.
That's Peyton.
We still get emails and requests from people to start this series up again sometimes, you know. Do you even remember what we were doing the last time we recorded, yes?
Having an existential crisis about our decreasing relevancy on YouTube?
Yeah, basically. I mean in the context of the game, yes. Oh yeah, we're in the water temple. Looks the same as all the other temples. See? Bang. Know exactly what's going on.
We're following Kain's legacy?
I will have you know Kain's legacy extends on for centuries, yes.
So, see? It's not like you could remember all that. Why do you have to pay attention to every little detail?
What if something important happens and we miss it? Yes. You know, I don't know if, continuity is important for the whole Let's Play format. What do you mean? It's always, part 1 on into part 6,000 trillion. Yeah, exactly. Who watches 6,000 trillion videos? Don't people just bounce around?
I actually quit watching Let's Plays, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Man, I can talk all I want about how I wish more people would watch our stuff, but I cannot blame people for not watching, 30 minutes of video every single day when it's all kind of the same thing. I always watch the Let's Plays one in the order, yes. But then if I run into one that's not very interesting and I don't want to move on, generally I get derailed and I stop watching that Let's Player entirely. Because I can't move on until I'm done with the one in the series. Oh, dude, I did that with books once. I used to make it a thing, I would read a book every single week when I was little, and then one day I read this really boring book and I couldn't finish it. And I kept saying well, I gotta finish this book before I read the next one, but I never finished that book. And I pretty much stopped reading after that.
Forever?
Well, no, not forever. It was just a couple of years. I got out of the habit of one book a week, for sure. You see, and some artists, they get so upset when people get irate with them because they made the bad product. And he's like, I have a brain disorder, man. You have to make a good episode. Yeah, or you get trapped in it forever. You just can't stop watching the bad stuff and you don't want to watch it anymore, but you can't just move on.
Maybe you should just give up on those things.
No, that's like betraying the artist.
It's not betraying the artist. They betrayed me with a bad episode of something. I just move on.
No, but they're trying so hard.
Yeah, you say that because you think of yourself as a creator of stuff.
You create stuff too,
Let's Plays are not really stuff.
Let's Players would disagree.
And cockroaches don't consider themselves vermin.
Jeez, harsh. Maybe this is self-defeating though. We probably shouldn't encourage people to just give up on an artist if they get tired of their work. Yeah, what if everyone's tired of hearing Ray talk, yes? No, that can't be, because we negligently didn't do anything for a long time. They've had a long break from me. What if everyone is tired of your deafening silence? Oh yeah, that reminds me. So we made another channel for the gaming stuff, because we were concerned that maybe people who wanted animation really didn't want to see the gaming stuff pop up in their feed all the time. Not that YouTube actually puts anything in your feed other than what they want you to see. So we made another channel, and there's a link in the description below, and probably at the end of this, if YouTube will let us do a link at the end of this.
So if you want to be subscribed to a channel that will update once every 7 months, you can do that.
Yeah, and once every 7 months, you'll be pleasantly surprised to not receive a notification that we updated. This system obviously hates you, Ray. I don't know why you insist on being a part of it, yes. Well, here's the thing. To be totally honest, when we migrate all this stuff over to that other channel, there's been a policy change in YouTube where now you have to have 10,000 views to get a monetization. So we're not even going to make ad revenue on these videos. They are actually, at this point, just for fun, pretty much.
Were they not before?
Well, they were, but it was fun plus $4. Fun plus a sandwich, yes. Yeah, every week, another sandwich.
And now you know why some Let's Players do 3 videos a day.
3 sandwiches! It's 3 meals! Minus taxes, yes. Okay, it's 60% of the sandwiches you wanted.
Could you write off sandwiches as a tax write-off?
No, I don't think so. Unless it's a business lunch.
What if we all have lunch together and talk business while we're eating?
Ooh. I don't know. No, it has to be lunch with a senator, a congressman, or something for it to count, yes. I know, I've tried. Aw, man. So that means we're gonna have to call our congressman and get them to have lunch with us every day?
Also breakfast and dinner if you want to go with the 3 sandwich rule.
Shoot, he's probably too busy for that. Well, the solution is simple, Ray. Just get big like PewDiePie, and once you make billions of dollars, you can be the lobbyist and you can call up your congressman. Come have lunch with me or I will be furious and devote so much money to attack ads. Yes! But if I had that much money, why would I care that much about the tax breaks? To see you're not thinking like a proper billionaire, yes. This is why you'll never be rich. Does thinking like that really make you rich, though? Because isn't it really just a matter of, income and not how you save the income? So the things were all on fire, but the door was still closed. Probably the blue ones weren't supposed to be on fire?
I love how you can almost see the developer brain gears twirling on that one. They were sitting in their design room and they were saying, what if the player lights all the torches and then they think they should have solved the puzzle?
No, Stan, don't underestimate the players. Of course they're gonna know that the blue ones are different.
No, just hear me out. We've had these corridors and these puzzles you can't see without going into first-person view. Maybe this one is the one that's gonna be confusing.
Oh, if it isn't Raziel. So you've broken into my home, you've broken the Reaver, you're gonna break the pillars. What else have you got to break?
I'm here to break your heart, Vorador.
Shut the f*** up.
But seriously though, I learned that you forged the Reaver. I need you to fix it so that it doesn't eat my soul. Why'd you do that, man?
But it's your soul, does it? So you're not exactly who you said you were.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be except for Raziel. Everyone keeps telling me I'm something different.
Fat lot of good it'd do anyway. I don't have any answers for you. I did forge the blade, but I'm just the one with the hammer and steel. Everyone who made the Reaver into what it is dead today.
Man, are you saying I gotta do time travel again? I'm so sick of time travel. Doesn't anyone keep history books? Just, oh, we thought Raziel was gonna be a doctor. There, easy, see?
They were all about prophecy and being vague. I don't know.
Kain used to keep history books. All of them just talked about how great Kain was, till he burned them down.
Kain? You mean that lad that's fixing the pillars, or trying to?
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
You seem like you want to talk about it.
No. Well, kinda. I mean, not right now. But he's gonna fail.
Great. So did all the other prophecies, so just chalk that up to figures.
So you don't know anything about anything?
Not really. I mean, everything I thought I know turned out to be crap, so no. But I guess you could always go back and ask the boss himself.
The boss?
Hey, I got Janos' corpse on the back.
Oh, so you were just being a dick.
Yeah, you wanna go see him? There he is. Same place he's been for about 500 years.
Man, he's really well preserved for 500 years. If I touch him, is he gonna get mold?
Honestly, who cares at this point?
I do. I'm thinking about talking to him, but I don't want him to be mad.
Well, you're thinking about restoring him to life with the heart, are you?
With the what?
His heart. It still beats, that's why his body's preserved. If you could return it to his corpse, he'd return to life.
Oh, hot dang. Man, I was thinking about going to the spirit world and just talking to him, because vampires tend to hang around their bodies, but man, that sounds like way better, dude.
Well, you can't. No one knows where the heart is.
Ah, shoot, you got my hopes up.
It's in Avernus Cathedral.
Wait, but you just said...
I mean, I don't know where it is in Avernus Cathedral.
Oh. Well, I could go there. I'm like immortal, they can't stop me.
To reach the place, you'd have to go through my garden.
Okay.
And the door to my garden is locked.
Ah, shoot, my one weakness. I can't go through locked doors.
I guess I could give you the key, but you might trample my begonias.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Alright, fine. I suppose there's no point in getting sentimental about my begonias. Here you go. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks for the lead.
And the lesson is, Vorador knows nothing.
I'm convinced at this point that nobody in this entire game actually knows anything. Not even the Elder Squid. Everyone is just too embarrassed to admit that they're not really master strategists. Vorador only admits it because he's gonna die. How does the Elder Squid not know anything? Yes. Well, he probably knows the most, which is why he's winning. But Raziel is able to screw up history, so even he can't really understand what's going on.
Good circle, Ray. That was nice. We got to see the whole round thing.
Oh yeah, no, that was totally intentional.
So, what was the deal with Vorador saying that he doesn't know where the heart is? Oh, by the way, it's in Avernus Cathedral.
Oh man, that I am almost sure is the developer saying like, okay, so the player needs to get the heart, but somebody needs to know where the heart is. So if it's Vorador, we have to explain why Vorador didn't get the heart himself? And then they just kind of gloss it over.
So, they don't explain...
Well, no, like Vorador warns, there's this really powerful sorcery in the Avernus Cathedral. But when you go there, it's not anything too big. Oh yes, no, it's nothing too big. Well, alright, look, it's nothing that should stop Vorador, is all I'm saying.
You know what really bugs me? The fact that we have to go through Vorador's garden to get to this place. Like, why can't we just go outside and climb over the railing?
Because they didn't put a door on the garden outside. Although I really wish they would have, because it would save some backtracking.
They just don't make games like this anymore.
Yes. Well, maybe they do, I don't know. We just don't play games like this anymore. But I mean, hey, you go back another couple of years, and this is pretty tame compared to what they used to do. When I was younger, I don't feel like I felt like this was terribly inexcusable.
Nowadays, you can expect to buy a Final Fantasy game and just walk down a completely straight corridor for pretty much the entire game.
Yeah. Did you see they're remaking Final Fantasy VII? I saw some of the trailers for that not long ago. It looks like they almost kind of maintain some of the places' names. Some people are so hyped up for that release, yes? Yeah. I didn't really play that game when everyone else did when they were little. I played it when I was older. so I didn't, like, get the hype.
Well, I didn't play that game at all, Ray. Tell me about Final Fantasy VII. What made it great?
Well, I don't know if you could say that it was great. Like, when it came out, it was the most cutting-edge graphics of the time. But I think that what really brought the game together was it had good gameplay, and it was really loopy story-wise, but it didn't take itself too seriously. This is like polar opposite of modern Square Enix, where the story takes itself way too seriously, and the gameplay is kinda flaky.
Couldn't you say that's kind of the same deal with the Legacy of Kain, though? And you really like the Legacy of Kain.
I mean, that's like a fair comparison, I guess. But I think that maybe modern Final Fantasy games, they have more loose parts and more things going on. It only takes place in like a single game, and if they have sequels, they don't always plan for the sequel. Also, maybe Soul Reaver had much better voice actors? Though I don't know about Japanese versus American voice acting.
So what you're saying is if you were to try to take the Soul Reaver format and make a Final Fantasy title with it, that all you need is better voice actors and maybe a plan for the sequel game.
No. Well, because Soul Reaver also feels more human. Like, I understand everyone's motivations. They're silly and, you know, a little goofy from time to time, but it's a story. That's how those go.
It's a mystery, right? Yes. Soul Reaver is a mystery. Final Fantasy never contains any mystery except for the mystery of how am I still playing this game? It's so boring.
I guess that's one way of thinking about it. I played Final Fantasy 13 for a long time, and for a good while didn't really understand what the hook was supposed to be.
You guys are going to attract a bunch of negative comments. Fans of Final Fantasy are going to be saying, no, listen, there was a plot twist. What about the mystery of the plot twist?
That is not a mystery. You don't start the game up with the question of, like, when am I gonna find out about you, Yevon, or whatever? They don't even tell you that he's the final boss until, like, the end of the game. And you weren't looking for that information.
What about when you go to Nibelheim in Final Fantasy VII, you're specifically looking into the mystery of Sephiroth, yes?
Well, okay, but that wasn't because you were trying to solve the mystery of Sephiroth. You were just trying to figure out... Actually, I don't remember why you go there. I don't remember. It was just next on the map, wasn't it? You had to go there. They're adventure games. It's for the adventure. You don't go to solve the questions.
But now that he's brought up, though, yes, there are lots of little mysteries you run into throughout the game.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's part of the exploration. I don't know. It's the adventure, though. Right? Like, Raziel's never gonna go to the Chocobo Caves to find the Knights of the Round materia just to increase his power level, or whatever. He doesn't care about that. He's already immortal. He's trying to wake up Janos because he's gotta ask Janos a bunch of questions. I, the player, am invested in having those questions answered.
Wait a minute, though. Soul Reaver 1. The entire purpose of that game was that Raziel was killing his brothers to absorb their powers, to become more powerful so that he could kill his boss. What was the mystery?
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe it's like a fruitless errand to try and figure out specifically a template to explain why one game is good and one game's not as good? I don't know. I just didn't like the more modern Final Fantasies, and I did really like Soul Reaver, okay?
No, Ray. You've said something contentious on the internet, now you have to qualify it. This is the rule.
No, because I'm just gonna say things and I'm gonna look dumb, and I haven't really thought about it, okay? Like, they're apples to oranges. Final Fantasy and Soul Reaver, they're different games. They work differently. I don't know.
Alright, we'll let you slink away with your tail between your legs. For now.
Slink away, Ray. Yes, slink away.
I'm slinking. But anyway, though, I saw that they're gonna have the real-time battle thing going on for the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, man, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty lame, right?
Why is that?
It's boring. You just have to stand around. You can't control multiple characters, so instead of, like, having a battle plan, you just stand there and push buttons and make your guy do your thing.
Are you even gonna play this game, Ray, realistically?
No, probably not.
So maybe other people who buy the game will enjoy it.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. But I would enjoy it too if they had the thing set up differently.
Well, how's that saying go? If I had wheels, I'd be a wagon?
If you had wheels, you'd be a bus. I'm sorry, that was
You know, I try my best not to be personal.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
I'm
to
just
say
trying
that.
to keep the conversation going, you know? Like, I understand it puts you on the spot, but at least we're having a conversation.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
Alright.
You know, I was just trying to banter.
I know. Just...
Right, I know. Okay. So anyway,
Yes.
right, anyway.
You see, without me pushing the envelope, we have nothing to talk about.
No, that's not true. Peyton, tell us something embarrassing about yourself.
I've been stealing your nail clippers, yes.
It's not really very embarrassing, but it is kind of... You should ask permission for that sort of thing.
Were you gonna say no? Yes?
No, but not because I didn't want to say no.
So see, I saved us both a lot of time, yes.
Yeah, but if you get like a toenail fungus, I'm gonna get it too.
We'll be siblings in toenail fungus, yes. I just remembered that you should know. Avernus Cathedral is on fire.
What? How do you know? How am I supposed to find the heart if the cathedral's on fire?
Oh, worse than that, there's also something there that we don't speak of. Beware.
Why? What's there?
We don't speak of it.
No, just tell me what's there.
We don't speak of
Can
it!
you just tell me what's there?
Nay!
Fine. Thank you for your help, Vorador. What a delightful trove of information he is, yes. Isn't he just, though?
He came all this way down here just to meet you. You think he could at least tell you what's waiting for you in the cathedral?
Maybe he doesn't know, and he went back to being afraid that Raziel would find out he doesn't know.
I guess that would follow if that's true.
Well, anyway, here looks like a good place to stop for now, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Like we mentioned before, if you want to see more of this content, we're moving it over to the other channel. It's gonna be there, not here. So you'll have to subscribe, and then the subscription doesn't do anything, and I guess you'll just have to check up, and we'll try to be more regular with updates so you don't get in that situation. Also, if you like our stuff at all, like whether it be the animations or just whatever, consider donating to us on Patreon. It's how we survive, and it's been a great big help to us so far, so we really appreciate those guys providing support. But otherwise, I guess you guys have a great day. We'll catch you all next time.